Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's just talk about manipulation. You ever wondered if you're being manipulated? I wonder this kind of thing every time I go into a public store, into the grocery store, Best Buy, any kind of place like that. I wonder it when I'm listening to music on the radio, those rare occasions that I'm in the truck and I'm forced to listen to the radio. I only get one radio station in the goddamn truck, and the CD player's broke. And I'm too lazy to get an upgrade on it because it's an old truck. And I don't feel like getting any kind of new stereo for it. I'm about to buy a new car, so there's no point. But I often wonder, is there subliminal messages? That was a big thing when I was younger that was exposed, that there were subliminal messages in movies, TV commercials, songs, all kinds of stuff. And that shit has an effect on you. I had a weird experience with subliminal messages. And once you've heard one and you catch it, you're just like, whoa, what was that? It's really creepy. And you kind of get a little peek under the carpet to see really what's going on. There's a level of manipulation that is, it's like out of a movie, and it's happening to us. I mean, you think, oh, you sound like a crazy person. I'll tell you my little story. I was trying to get in shape. It was 1991. I was fresh off the streets. I had been arrested a bunch of times. 91 was a hard year. My dad got murdered, little gang war. All kinds of shit was just crumbling down on me. My fiance dumped me. Homeboy of mine let me stay with him because I needed a place to stay. Saved my ass, really came through for me. I've been loyal to that motherfucker my whole life. You help me in certain ways, I'll be loyal to you forever. And when I was staying with him, he was just like, yo man, you're not in good shape. You need to get in better shape. And he was working out like crazy. He was like a football player shape. I mean, he was in great shape, like an athlete. So he put me on a diet plan, meal plan, and a workout plan. I basically just did what he did. I gained like 65 pounds over like a summertime. Everybody thought I was on steroids, but my body was just getting nutrition and exercise for the first time. It responded great. I got in great shape, but we were going up to the grocery store regularly, to buy this food. And I would go with him, and I'd have my cart, he'd have his, and anything he got, I would get one too and put it in my cart. Because I didn't know how to fucking shop. I didn't know how to eat. I was going to just do whatever he did. So we go up to the grocery store. Safeway. It's up north. They got them in California too. They don't have Safeways down here, down south, in the southeastern United States. Not that I've seen. They got Publix. Same goddamn thing. Maybe owned by the same company. They just call it something else. But we go into Safeway. We got our carts. We just walk in. We grab our carts. We're going to head over, and we have our little route that we do. Every time we go shopping, it's the same thing. Same food, same thing. We get in there. We didn't even get any food yet. They got the music going. Every grocery store has that bullshit. I heard clearly in a woman's voice, just like you hear my voice now. It wasn't a whisper, wasn't some kind of slick trickery bullshit. It was just outright, be miserable. A woman's voice said, be miserable. Right over the music. It stopped me cold in my tracks. I heard it plain as day. And as I stood there, the music kept going. It didn't say anything else. I looked over at my homeboy, and he was like white, whiter than usual. And I said to him, did you hear that? And he shook his head and he was like, fuck yeah, I heard that. And I was just like, that was weird. And he was like, let's get the fuck out of here. We could shop some other time. So we kind of got triggered, fight or flight. We just had to get out of there and get the fuck out of here. We got out of there, got back to the car, and we're both kind of tripping off of this shit. Like, what the fuck was that, man? And we even said that back and forth. And I said to him, I was just like, well, what do you think it said? Because I know what I think it said. But I don't want to tell him because I don't want to put my idea in his head. I don't want him to agree with me. I want you to tell me what you think it said. And then I'll tell you what I think it said. And he was like, it was a woman's voice. And that bitch said, be miserable. I heard that shit as plain as fucking day. I kind of freaked out because that's what I heard. Same thing. And I knew right there's something going on here. There's something happening. They're fucking with us. They're fucking with us. This was a long time ago. That was 91. You don't think they've gotten better? That was 91. You don't think they've gotten slicker, come up with new, higher tech ways to fuck with you? They're fucking with you everywhere you go. One of the reasons why a message such as be miserable would be put out in a corporate setting, like in a grocery store. This wasn't no mom and pop grocery store. This was a corporate grocery store. Safeway is a major corporation. It's because it's scientific, and I researched this, but it's scientifically proven that when people are miserable, when they're upset, when they're feeling negative, unhappy, self-loathing, that they shop more, specifically eat more, and buy more useless crap. The more useless crap you buy, the quicker you're going to be back at that fucking grocery store. So I don't know if it was the Illuminati trying to trick us to all be miserable. It may have just as simply be as innocent as Safeway trying to trick people to be miserable so people shop more, to get you into the shopping frame of mind. They don't want to tell you to be happy because every motherfucker will walk out of there with just a couple things. They don't want you to be body positive and having in a good mood. They want you to be miserable. Either way, it's fucked up that you're being manipulated. I guarantee you that nobody else in the grocery store heard it. We looked around after we heard that shit, and people are just shopping like normal, putting their stuff in. Nobody is like sitting around like us. We just got lucky that we heard it. Now, every single time, I just went to the grocery store earlier today, and I know that they're fucking probably playing that shit. I've never once heard another subliminal message at the grocery store. I've never had that experience again. It was only once. And I don't know why I heard it that one time, but I was glad I did. Because it just kind of gave me a little peek behind the curtain, looking at some of that dirt under the carpet of what's hidden. And I don't know much. I don't know what the plan is. But I do know that they're fucking with us, and I do know that the only way that you can withstand something like that, manipulation, brainwashing, being tricked, is to be an incredibly strong-minded person. You have to take control of your brain. People that aren't in control of their brain, somebody else will easily control it for you. If you're in control, you're driving that car. Somebody tries to grab that wheel and you can smack their hand off and be like, fuck off. He ain't getting me. It's the difference between a sheep and a wolf. Thanks for watching.